It was 1764 in southern France, and something was hunting people. Not a war, not a plague, something with teeth and claws that came out of the trees, went straight for the throat, and vanished back into the dark. The first confirmed victim was Jeanne Boulet, 14 years old, watching her sheep near the village of Langogne on June 30th, 1764. Witnesses who survived described it as the size of a calf, russet red with a dark stripe down its spine, a chest as wide as a horse, and eyes that caught the light like a wolf. But it wasn't a wolf. It always went for the head or throat. It always left the body behind, and it seemed to prefer women and children over grown men, as if it was choosing. By the end of 1764, the attacks had spread across 90 kilometers of countryside, and the news had reached the papers in Paris, London, and Boston, making this one of history's very first international media sensations. King Louis XV sent his personal royal hunters to Gevaudan, and 30,000 soldiers and volunteers fanned out across the mountains to find it. They shot it multiple times. Witnesses watched it fall, and then it stood back up and walked into the trees. Then came the moment nobody expected. A 19-year-old girl named Marie-Jeanne, crossing a river with her sister, was attacked, grabbed a bayonet fixed to a pole, and drove it into the beast's chest. The beast got away, but France made her a national hero, gave her the title the Maid of Gevaudan, and built her a statue that still stands today. In a move that belongs in a dark comedy, the king's army tried to trap the beast by dressing soldiers as peasant women and sending them into the fields as bait. The attacks kept going for 3 years, 1,000 days, until June 19th, 1767, when a local farmer named Jean Chastel sat in the forest, waited calmly reading his prayer book, and shot it dead. Legend says Chastel used bullets cast from a blessed silver metal. And that is where the silver bullet myth, the one you know from every werewolf story ever written, was actually born. Chastel brought the rotting carcass all the way to Versailles to show King Louis XV. And the king, disgusted by the smell of a 3-week-old dead animal in his palace, refused to look at it. What it actually was, nobody ever agreed. A giant wolf, an escaped lion, a trained hyena, or something that has no name in any animal book. Nobody knows and nobody ever will. 100 people dead, 30,000 soldiers defeated, one girl who fought it with a stick, and a mystery that has stayed open for 260 years. If that doesn't sound like history to you, I don't know what does. Subscribe to the 6th Continent.